Have you ever pondered how Gaza, a strip of land merely 25 miles long, became one of the most contentious territories in the world? Our journey begins in 1948 with the establishment of the State of Israel, a momentous event that forever changed the landscape of the Middle East. The joy of one group's newfound homeland was the despair of another's displacement, as hundreds of thousands of Palestinians found themselves stateless. Fast forward to 1967, the world witnesses the Six-Day War, a brief but impactful conflict that resulted in Israel's occupation of the Gaza Strip, among other territories. This pivotal moment marked the beginning of a long, complex, and often violent struggle for control of this small piece of land, a struggle that still persists today. The history of the Gaza Strip is a tapestry woven with threads of displacement, occupation, and conflict. Fast forward to today, and Gaza continues to be a land embroiled in conflict, but why? Join us as we unravel this intricate narrative in the next scenes. Now that we have a glimpse of Gaza's past, let's unravel the present-day realities of this disputed land. Gaza today is a region in turmoil, grappling with an escalating humanitarian crisis. The Israeli blockade, imposed more than a decade ago, has severely impacted the economic and social fabric of Gaza, creating a situation that's often described as the world's largest open-air prison. The blockade has restricted the movement of people and goods, crippling the local economy and exacerbating poverty levels. A staggering 80% of the population now relies on international aid to survive, while unemployment rates have skyrocketed, reaching as high as 50%. The scarcity of resources has further compounded the living conditions. Clean water is a luxury for many, as 90% of the water in Gaza is considered unfit for human consumption. Frequent power outages disrupt the daily lives of residents, making even the most basic tasks a challenge. Healthcare is another area of deep concern. With limited medical supplies and a crumbling healthcare infrastructure, the region is ill-equipped to handle the health needs of its population. This was starkly highlighted during the recent pandemic, when the fragile health system was pushed to the brink. Amidst these hardships, the political landscape of Gaza remains volatile. The ongoing conflict between the two dominant political factions, Fatah and Hamas, has led to a state of political paralysis, further deepening the crisis. The human cost of this turmoil is immense. The death toll continues to rise, while the psychological impact on the residents, especially children, is profound. Yet, amidst all this adversity, the resilience and spirit of the Gazan people shine through. They continue to hope and strive for a better future, even as they navigate through the harsh realities of everyday life. The daily struggle for survival in Gaza is a reality that's hard to fathom for those living in peace and security. As we delve deeper into the complexities of the Gaza situation, it's essential to bear in mind that behind every statistic, every headline, there are real people with real stories enduring real hardships. In the midst of despair, what does the future hold for Gaza? As we venture into the realm of possibilities, we find a myriad of potential solutions. International intervention, for instance, could provide the much-needed relief and reconstruction aid, while also serving as a mediator to foster dialogue between the conflicting parties. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. There's also room for peace negotiations, a process that could pave the way for a mutually agreed resolution, addressing the legitimate concerns of both Palestinians and Israelis. Then there's the role of the global community. Every one of us can make a difference, be it through raising awareness, advocating for human rights, or supporting organizations working on the ground. So while the road ahead is far from easy, there's hope for a brighter future. A future where the people of Gaza can live with dignity and peace. Change is not easy, but as we witness the plight of Gaza, it becomes apparent that the status quo is untenable. So what have we learned from our journey through Gaza's troubled history and present? We've seen the origins of this conflict, rooted in a tangle of geopolitics and historical grievances. We've glimpsed the dire living conditions, where basic necessities like clean water and electricity are often in short supply. We've witnessed the human toll, the lives claimed, and the futures curtailed in the crossfire of ongoing hostilities. And we've looked ahead, considering the complexities that make a comprehensive solution so elusive. Yet, amidst the complexities and challenges, one thing remains clear: the urgency for peace and justice. The underlying issues must be addressed in a way that respects the rights and aspirations of all involved. The world's attention must remain focused not just on the politics, but on the human cost, on the ordinary lives disrupted and displaced. As we conclude, it's worth remembering that behind the headlines and the politics, it's the ordinary people of Gaza who bear the weight of this conflict, longing for a future of peace and stability.